heart-wrenching, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Painful. This is so painful. This was not supposed to be like a scientific experiment, okay? I know that I just like broke the rules and bent the rules and made up my own rules, but all in all, it helped us get to my top 20. And hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cass, and today we are going to kind of do a mixture of ranking my books from worst to best and like finding my top 10 favorite books of 2024 so far. I've been seeing this video go around by a lot of different YouTubers. I have read over 100 books, and 100 books felt like a lot to try to rank from worst to best. So I thought this might be a little more fun to do it this way and a little bit easier. I'm not going to rank the books exactly from worst to best, but you're going to see throughout the process which books I liked the best and which ones fall towards the end of the list. And so the way that we're going to do this is I've put all the books I've read on these little slips of paper, and I am going to just randomly pull them out and compare them to each other. And we're going to go down double elimination, and we're just going to keep eliminating till we get down to, what should we do? Should we do my top 10? Because a couple caveats. One, I did not include any memoirs in here, any nonfiction. So this is only fiction books. And two, if I read more than one book in a series and like the entire series made one continuous story, then I put it all together on one paper as a series, because even though I do have favorite books within a series, they, out of context, like without the rest of the series, they don't really mean anything. So in the interest of saving paper, in the interest of saving paper and also time, and also just because it makes sense, I grouped series together on one paper unless they are interconnected series, or unless I didn't read the rest of the series this year. So like some are like books I only read this book this year and I didn't read any of the rest of the series. And finally, I did not put the Throne of Glass series in there because that was a reread for me this year, and we already know that that is one of my all-time favorites, and it would have come out at number 1. So there's just really no point. So I didn't even put it in there. Okay, it's not worth trying to compare. Oh, I do want to say is that this is not my original idea. I'm kind of inspired by the ranking books worst to best. And also I've seen Emily with, I think it's Books with Emily Fox, I think is the name of her handle. I'll put it on the screen. I've seen her do this before to find her favorite book of the year, and I thought it was really fun. So I thought it would be a really good way to incorporate it into this video. Let's get started. Okay, the first one is Undercover Bromance, the second book, which so I'm gonna put the books up on the screen, okay? Undercover Bromance series is a really cute romance series, but they're interconnected. They're not continuous stories, so I did put them in here separately. I haven't read the whole series, but I did put the books in here separately, so that's a good example. And Ruthless Vows, another good example, because Ruthless Vows is the sequel in the Divine Rivals, or I don't remember the name of the series. I can never remember the official names. Anyway, so I read Divine Rivals last year, so I just put Ruthless Vows on its own thing. So case in point, here we go. So the second Undercover Bromance book and Ruthless Vows. I'm gonna pick Ruthless Vows. So I think I'm gonna put winners over here and losers over here so I don't lose track. And then we have the Prison Healer series. Ooh, I love the Prison Healer series. Oh, 2 series. Oh, you guys, this one's hard. Oh, One Dark Window and the Prison Healer series. I'm gonna go with Prison Healer. A Tempest of Tea and The Wildest Sun. Ooh, this is hard. I really liked both. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with The Tempest of Tea. I'm gonna try not to overthink it too much. Okay, so the Atlas 6 series and The Unmaking of June Farrow. Unmaking of June Farrow. The Silence That Binds Us. And even though the Crescent City series is all related, it's not a continuous timeline. Well, it is from the second to the third book, but it's not from the first to the second book. I made the rules, right? I just gotta stick with them. So, man, I just love The Silence That Binds Us. Like, I think about this book all the time. Like, all the time. It's double elimination, though. We're not that far down yet. Okay. The Wind Knows My Name. And Babel. Bright Young Women. I loved this book. And Britt Marie Was Here. Oh man, I love this too, but Bright Young Women. I'm gonna have to pick that one. The Storyteller by Jodi Picoult. And Days of the Murasaki Bookshop. The Storyteller. It ends with us, and it starts with us. The Collected Regrets of Clover. The Collected Regrets of Clover. Spark of the Everflame series. It's going to be a tough one to go up against. Yeah, Mile High Club. Doesn't even compete. Spark of the Everflame. The Last Love Note. Another one of my favorites. Same Time Next Summer. The Last Love Note. I did like The Same Time Last Summer, though. The Right Move. And the Happy Ever After playlist. Ooh, this one's hard. I think I'm actually gonna have to pick The Right Move. I actually really liked The Right Move. I think that was one of my favorites of the Windy City series. But I haven't read Play Along yet. Funny Story. And Bringing Down the Duke. Oh man, you guys. Funny Story. The Change. And The Butterfly Project. Oh, I really like The Butterfly Project, but The Change is going to win on this one. It's okay. They have a second chance because if two of my favorite books go up against each other, I'm not going to like eliminate one. Still might be in the top 10, right? Shark Heart and the Parallel series. Ooh. Oh, this one's hard. I actually really liked the Parallel series. I actually like still think about it. I still think about that series, so I'm going to pick the Parallel series. A Secret History of Witches and In the Lives of Puppets. A Secret History of Witches. Okay, Tom Lake and Expiration Dates. I liked both of these. Expiration Dates. This isn't necessarily like which one is better from a literary standpoint. Sometimes it might just be what I enjoyed the most. Okay, Caught Up. And The Cloisters. I think The Cloisters. I haven't heard that many people talk about it, but that's a pretty good book. It's like very dark academia. Check and Mate. And None of This Is True. Probably None of This Is True. The Sword of Kaigen. And Happy Place. Sword of Kaigen. Remarkably Bright Creatures. Oh crap, The Wishing Game. Oh man, you guys, I really liked both of these. I think I'm gonna have to go with Remarkably Bright Creatures. Okay, I did this one separately because they're just interconnected. They're not the same story. So, and different timelines. So The Friend Zone and Daughter of No Worlds. Daughter of No Worlds. The Husbands. And To Bleed a Crystal Bloom series, which I'm still working on the third book, but I think To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. I did enjoy The Husbands though, it was interesting. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan and Piranesi. Sorrow and Bliss. Oh no, see, these are two of my favorite books so far that I could like list off the top of my head. And When the Moon Hatched. So When the Moon Hatched. But don't worry, Sorrow and Bliss has not been eliminated yet. The Unhoneymooners and the Legends of Thesmar series. I've only read the first 3 books. So, but this is all 3 books. Oh my gosh, my neighbor's dog is in it. Okay, Legends of Thesmar. So sorry if you can hear their dog. A Curse for True Love, because I only read this book this year, and Fairy Tale. Well, that's funny. A Curse for True Love and Fairy Tale. A Curse for True Love. The Graham Effect. And Banyan Moon. Banyan Moon. Powerless. I just realized that I don't think I put Powerful on there. And the Bromance Book Club #1, the first book, Powerless. Romantic Comedy. And Carrie Soto is back, for sure. Just for the Summer, Archer's Voice. Ah, man, because these are so good, but I'm gonna have to pick Just for the Summer. Why do I keep getting good ones? Like, some of these are not easy choices. I'm trying not to overthink it, though. So maybe on a different day I would have picked a different book. A Far Wilder Magic and The Graceling. I've only read the first book, and then I decided to wait until I could read the whole series, because I'm in the middle of too many series. I'm gonna go with A Far Wilder Magic. Fault Lines. And The Island of Missing Trees. Island of Missing Trees. Ginny Moon. Regardless of how this turns out, you should read that book. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna have to pick Ginny Moon. But I haven't really gotten into the whole Cosmere world yet. That was my first Brando Sando book. And I think that maybe I'll want to reread it after I've read more in the Cosmere universe. So we'll see. Okay, Binding 13, which I'm reading the second book right now. Better Than the Movies. Ooh. Ooh, you guys, I like both of these. It's funny too, they're both like teenage romances. I think I'm gonna pick Better Than the Movies. But I might feel differently after I finish the Binding 13, because Keeping 13 is the second book, and it's like a direct to be continued. So I feel like I don't really have quite all the resolution yet of Binding 13. Sisters Under the Rising Sun. And Hello Stranger, Sisters Under the Rising Sun. The Other Valley. I kind of want to reread that book. I feel like I maybe didn't get everything about it. Spinning Silver. I'm picking Spinning Silver. Ghost Hunter or The Crimson Moth, or depending on where you live. And The Ever King, The Crimson Moth for sure. Okay, you guys. I did not get Powerful in there. And Powerful is its own, well, I don't know, it is kind of part of it's just a Dina story, right? I'm just going to include it in the Powerless part. But I haven't read Reckless yet. Okay, so now I'm going to take all the ones that I said no to, and I'm going to put them back in the jar. Okay. So these were the losers first time around. Fairy Tale and One Dark Window. One Dark Window is going back in that pile. So if they get eliminated this time, they're out for good. Tom Lake. Crescent City. Crescent City. Caught Up. And Fault Lines. Caught Up. The Friend Zone. The Wishing Game. The Wishing Game. I don't know. Oh, I really did like The Friend Zone. It's one of those books that I didn't rate. I mean, I loved it. I love Abby. I love it. But I didn't think that it was a 5-star for me, but I also can't stop thinking about it. Okay, The Wildest Sun, and It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us. I'm gonna pick It Ends With Us. The Wind Knows My Name. The Unhoneymooners. I think I'm gonna pick The Unhoneymooners. Kind of been in a little bit of a romance mood this year, which is not like me. Okay, Britt Marie was here, and The Butterfly Project. Ah, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to pick Britt Marie Was Here. But The Butterfly Project was really, really good. Okay, The Other Valley and The Mile High Club. I think The Mile High Club, honestly. Happy Place and Same Time Next Summer. Same Time Next Summer. I really love Annabelle Monaghan. Hello Stranger and Romantic Comedy. Hello Stranger. But honestly, neither of them are really my favorite. Can I just, this is my game, right? I can just do what I want? I'm getting rid of Hello Stranger because I already know that it's not going to be, I know that it's not going to be in the end. So it'll speed things up. Okay, Sorrow and Bliss, and the bromance book, Sorrow and Bliss, 100%. The Graham Effect, and In the Lives of Puppets. Ooh. I think the Graham Effect. The Atlas 6 series, and Check and Mate. I'm gonna have to go with Atlas 6 series because I really liked the Atlas 6, like the first book, a lot. The first and second book. Still don't know how I feel about the third. Days at the Murasaki Bookshop and The Gray Sling. I'm just gonna eliminate both. I like them both, but I feel like they're gonna end up the same. They're the same. Bringing Down the Duke and Undercover Bromance. Bringing Down the Duke. The Ever King and Shark Heart. Shark Heart, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, and Summer Romance. Archer's Voice, Binding 13. Ooh, this is hard, you guys. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with, I probably shouldn't have put Binding 13 in here since I'm not done with it yet. It's too late for that. Archer's Voice. Happy Ever After Playlist, and The Husbands. Honestly, they're probably gonna end up in the bottom for me. I'm getting rid of both of them. Look at that. Okay. Now, do you guys like this game I made up?
Are you embarrassed by this game I've started to play?
Now I'm gonna put all my winners back in, and now it's double elimination. No, single elimination. Now it's single elimination. So if I get rid of it, it's out. And we'll get down. It's gonna be really, really tough. It doesn't really shake. I'm just gonna have to be creative. Okay. The Prison Healer series. Caught up. Prison Healer. The Unmaking of June Farrow. Daughter of No Worlds. Daughter of No Worlds. But The Unmaking of June Farrow is a very good book. Tempest of Tea. Carrie Soto is back. That was easy. Ruthless Vows. It ends with us. Ruthless Vows. Same Time Next Summer. Bright Young Women. I think we're down to like 50, maybe? The Cloisters. The Storyteller. The Storyteller. Britt Marie Was Here. Mile High Club. Britt Marie. The Graham Effect. The Collected Regrets of Clover. The Crystal Bloom series. And Heartless Hunter. I actually like Heartless Hunter better. So far. Remarkably Bright Creatures. And Shark Heart. Gosh, didn't I do this already? These two against each other? Did I already do this? Shark Heart was good, but I'm gonna have to go with Remarkably Bright Creatures. One Dark Window series. And, or Shepherd's King, whatever it's called. Banyan Moon. One Dark Window. I've been in my fantasy era and my romance era. Sword of Kagan, and Babel. Oh, you guys, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna have to go with Babel. That's a rough elimination. Summer Romance and Legends of Thesmar. Legends of Thesmar. But Summer Romance was really good. House of Sky and Breath. So Crescent City series. And the Parallel series. Crescent City. When the Moon Hatched. It's probably not going to work, whatever it is. Expiration dates. That was a good one. But When the Moon Hatched, you know. Piranesi. And Spinning Silver. These are both really good. I think I'm gonna have to go with Piranesi, but Spinning Silver is a very good book. A Secret History of Witches. And A Far Wilder Magic. You know what? Neither of these are making it into my top 10, so I'm just getting rid of both. The Change, Archer's Voice. Oh, this one's hard. I'm gonna have to go with The Change. Bringing Down the Duke, Ginny Moon. Oh, Ginny Moon. But Bringing Down the Duke is a really cute book. Just for the Summer. No, I refuse. I refuse. Just for the Summer and Spark of the Everflame. No, I'm not putting them up against each other. If I can double eliminate, I can also double include. Keeping both of those. Sorry. My game, my rules. The Island of Missing Trees. The Unhoneymooners. The Island of Missing Trees. I'm making progress, okay? The point is to see what my favorite books were and to get down to like my top 10, okay? Powerless and The Wishing Game. I think I'm actually gonna have to go with Powerless. Even though I really did like the Wishing Game a lot. Sorrow and Bliss and the Atlas 6 series. Sorrow and Bliss, but Atlas 6 I did enjoy. The Last Love Note and Funny Story, Last Love Note, no question. The Right Move, The Silence That Binds Us, no question. The Silence. None of this is true. Sisters Under the Rising Sun. Sisters Under the Rising Sun. Curse for True Love. And Better Than the Movies. Okay, honestly, these two are both great, but they're not going to make it in my top 10, so they're going in the no pile. Okay, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. Now I can shake them up. Okay, ready? The Prison Healer series and The Last Love Note. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is heart-wrenching, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? This is painful. This is so painful. I'm gonna go with The Last Love Note. This is extremely painful. The Change. And the One Dark Window duology. I actually think I'm gonna go with The Change. But I really liked the One Dark Window duology. Legends of Thesmar. And Heartless Hunter. Heartless Hunter. Legend of Thesmar is really good. Daughter of No Worlds. I've only read the first book. The Collected Regrets of Clover. This is so hard, you guys. I think I'm gonna go with Daughter of No Worlds. Remarkably Bright Creatures. Sorrow and Bliss. Oh, Sorrow and Bliss. Even though I loved Remarkably Bright Creatures. The Silence That Binds Us. Powerless, The Silence That Binds Us. Ginny Moon. Carrie Soto Is Back. Both of these are really good, you guys. Carrie Soto Is Back, I think, but man, Ginny Moon is really good. Really, really good. When the Moon Hatched. It's probably going to be When the Moon Hatched no matter what it is. So please let it be something. No! No. 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 When the Moon Hatched and Spark of the Everflame. Nope, they're both going in the pile. It's not happening. Can't do it. Sisters Under the Rising Sun and Crescent City. Okay, look. I'm going to put both of these in the no pile. Since I just kept two, I'm going to get rid of those two because they're probably equal for me. They're very different books. Both very, very good. Babel and The Island of Missing Trees. Probably Babel. I feel like Babel is so dense though. Like I feel like Babel's gonna be a classic someday. Like a modern classic. There's like so much to unpack from that book. Okay, Just for the Summer and Ruthless Vows. Just for the Summer. Bright Young Women and The Storyteller. Bright Young Women. Britt Marie Was Here and Piranesi. Okay, let's see how many we're down to, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh yeah. Okay, I have 13 in here. I bet I could rank these now. Should we rank them? Let's rank my top 13. Let's rank my top 13. Okay. Okay, are we ready? I think I've got my top 13. I probably could go up to 20. Should I look at these rejects right here on the side and see, like, let me pick 7 more, okay? So what I did is, after doing the elimination and getting down to my top 13, I put them in order. Then I decided to pick 7 more from the rejected category because there were still some really good books in there that I loved, so that I could have my top 20. Okay, I'm going to rank my top 20 in order from least to best. And again, this has nothing to do with which ones are literary, you know, this is not like a review of literary quality or anything like that. This is just my enjoyment, which books I enjoyed the most so far this year. So coming in at 20 is Remarkably Bright Creatures. Coming in at 19 is The Storyteller. Coming in at 18 is the Crescent City series. Coming in at 17 is The Collected Regrets of Clover. Coming in at 16 is One Dark Window, the duology. Coming in at 15 is Ginny Moon. And coming in at 14 is the Prison Healer series. Coming in at 13th place is Babel. Coming in at 12th place is The Change. Coming in at 11th place is Carrie Soto Is Back. Coming in at 10th is Daughter of No Worlds. 9th is Sorrow and Bliss. 8th is Just for the Summer. 7th is Piranesi. 6th is The Last Love Note. 5th is Heartless Hunter, or Crimson Moth. 4th is Bright Young Women. 3rd, which is kind of a cheat because it's like three giant books. It's like a couple thousand pages, but Spark Up the Everflame series. 2nd place, The Silence That Binds Us. Is anybody surprised that my #1 book in 2024 so far is When the Moon Hatched? If you are, then you probably haven't been watching my videos. This must be your first video. That was the easy part. The easy part was picking #1. Okay, you guys, let me know what you thought about that. That was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to see like what my top books are. What I'm probably gonna do is just keep my top 20 in here until the end of the year, and then go through the rest of the books that I read this year. And every time I finish a book, I'm gonna add it to my little thing, and we'll do this again at the end of the year, and we'll see where my rankings sit for the entire year. But that way I've already eliminated, like I've already gotten just my top 20, which is like, it's like my top 20%. And then I'll take Or should I take my top 20% from the second half of the year and pit them up against each other? What should I do? Tell me what to do. Should I start a separate pile of all the books I read for the rest of the year and then play this at the end of the year and then pit my top 20% up against each other? Or should I just add all the rest of the books I read for this year into this? Should I just like add it to the pile and then play this game at the end of the year? What do you think is better? This was not supposed to be like a scientific experiment, okay? I know that I just like broke the rules and bent the rules and made up my own rules, but all in all, it helped us get to my top 20 and be able to rank them. And that was the goal, okay? So let me know what your top book for the year of 2024 is, or like your top 3 if you can't narrow it down to 1. And let me know what you think I should do next time, okay? Thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.